Financial strategist, president of Silver Sail Wealth Advisors, wealth manager, Christy Staub. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's Christy Staib.
Christy Staib, S-T-A-I-B.
Yes,
Christy Staib, a pleasure
correct.
having you on our show. Okay, so we are mired, not only debt as a nation, but boy, I had no idea the student loan debt is over $1 trillion now.
It is. And some of that is, government guaranteed. So if the student doesn't pay it, then you and I as taxpayers pay it. And some of it is, a personal loan that the student must pay back.
What are the ramifications, Christy, if there's a lot of defaults?
Well, right now there really aren't that many defaults, but the ramifications if it's government guaranteed is that the taxpayers will pay that off.
All right. Well, I guess we've done that before. But just this idea of $1 trillion in debt. As a wealth manager, what do you tell your clients regarding debt? What's good debt? What's bad debt?
Well, that's a very good point. I mean, especially when we're thinking about college and college debt, it's essentially a tool to allow you to go and get a technical trade knowledge or more knowledge so that you're valuable to your employer. Mm-hmm. And at the end of that, you should be able to come out, get a better job, and pay off that loan pretty quickly. But if you're not planning ahead, you might get into a job or not even get a job at the end. So all that loan is not worthwhile. It's just not a good tool for those who aren't planning ahead.
Yeah, and it's most people are in something that isn't specific. I often wonder why. I know you want to follow your dream, all these other things, but if you're getting in $100,000, $200,000 in debt, you better get work that pays it back as opposed to LAS. And I have no offense to all those folks, but if you're an engineer, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you have specific information, it'll pay more. And you can, sometimes I wonder some of the majors that come out of colleges and go, why? Why you have that one?
Why? Yeah, and I'm spending time with my clients, the parents who are saving for their kids or paying for the college right now, and we say, if you don't have a specific return on investment, where's the child going to go to work afterwards and how are they going to pay it off? If you don't have a return on your investment, you're essentially sending that kid to a 4 or 5 year really expensive vacation.
Well, reality can hurt sometimes, but certainly sales. We all end up in sales, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, sales and serving coffee. But if a parent can invest about $50,000 over the kid growing up, you could probably have about $75,000 with a 5% return. Now, if you borrow that $75,000 when you're going to go to school, it could cost up to $100,000 or $150,000 with all the interest, depending on how fast you pay it back.
Right.
So planning ahead really helps.
Yep. Okay, Christy, are you online somewhere people can find you?
Absolutely. I'm at Silver Sail Wealth Advisors. It's like a sailboat, so silversailwealthadvisors.com. And I have some great calculators on there. You click on the calculators tab, and I've got great things to calculate if I can pay my loan back, what kind of college should I go to, etc.
Tell you what, market's going crazy. 11 records in a row. Things are going to have to correct a little bit.
Yes, it has to breathe. I call it breathing. You can't just keep breathing in. Your body needs oxygen all the time, but you have to breathe out. And so do the markets. And so we should have a little bit of a correction.
You expect that, I would think so. How many percent? Any guess?
Oh, you know what happens? Most years we have a 10%. That's an average that will happen, and it's not a scary thing. It's just something that needs to happen. And if you have cash and you can put it in when that dips, that's probably a good time to get in.
All right. Christy, appreciate your time and insight. Thanks so much.
That's Stevie.
Christy Staib in Dallas here this morning. All right, ESPN, we had a